Public service announcement from your friendly black hottie, spiritual baddie, and sidekick medium. Listen, spiritual warfare is at an all-time high. The veil between dimensions is getting thinner and thinner, and the forces of evil are running amok and doing the fucking most. So listen, this is what you need to understand. God is real, period. There is one God Almighty. That is it. There are several high-ranking angels, and there are several high-ranking spiritual beings who are literally doing the Lord's work and doing God's assignment for their lives when they were walking the earth. You can take a wild guess at who those people are, but there's only one God. Moving on. Everything is energetic. Everything is spiritual. There are spiritual consequences for pretty much everything that we do, okay? There's not a single thing that God misses, ever. Everything gets atoned for, everything gets accounted for. Hell is very real. Hell is a real place. There are way more people who are going there and way more people who have gone there than you can even fathom, okay? Simply put, do your best to be a kind person, have a kind heart, do the right thing as much as you possibly can. Your soul decided to reincarnate at this time with these people for a reason. It is literally your job to wake up and remember why. So this is what you need to do. You need to call your power back and express the God within and express your highest self as much as you possibly can. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, learning different lessons, different circumstances at different levels of wisdom and understanding. Learn your lessons, all of them, every single one you can think of, big or small. And when you don't, they just get harder over time throughout this lifetime and other lifetimes because you have to learn your lessons, period. Angels and spirit guides can be called on to help you, but you still have the free will to do whatever you want, good or bad, wise or foolish. When you die, you need to go to the light, you need to go to God, and you need to do your life reviews. That is just simply put, that is basically the thing that we've all been referring to as Judgment Day. I'm probably going to make a separate video on that later on, maybe a YouTube video, I don't know. But the simplified version is that when you do more of the wrong things instead of the right things consistently, and when you choose to not do your life reviews, which is essentially reviewing everything that has happened over the course of your lifetime, everything that you did to other people, and feeling the full effect of how it affected those people. So when you skip that part, when you pass away, and you've done a lot of bad things, basically, you're probably more likely to go to hell than not. Take it up with God, not me. The more drugs and alcohol that you do, the more susceptible you are to lower vibrational entities and spirits who do not have your best interest in mind. So they are basically agents of chaos and mayhem, and when they latch on to other humans, it basically kind of gives them a little bit of a power energy boost from the other side, while simultaneously messing up your energetic field, messing up your energy and your karma, and pulling you further away from God. If you are spiritually gifted, if you are psychic, if you are an empath, drugs and alcohol have a more intense impact on you, meaning more consequences for you personally because you have a more intense, serious spiritual assignment on your life than other people. Plant medicine is healing physically, spiritually, and mentally. It can bring you closer to God, your spirit guides, your higher self, your overall awareness in alignment, your dharma, your purpose, all of the above. But don't overdo it. Prayer, meditation, and silence can go a really long way when it comes to getting closer to God and listening to your intuition and getting closer to your spirit guides and your angels who are guiding you at all times. Prayer looks different for everyone. It is a subjective experience that should be authentic to you and your personal expression. It is different for everybody, and it works in different ways. You are allowed to pray and talk to God in your natural voice without overdoing it and mimicking people that you see who are religious. That it's just not your path, it's not your alignment. So don't worry about looking perfect and having the right type of presentation when it comes to you and your talk and your speaking with God and your spirit team. It looks different for everyone. It needs to be authentic for who you are. Forgiveness is a really important lesson. It's one of the hardest, most challenging lessons and things that we have to practice over and over and over again, but it is so crucial to moving on in life and healing yourself. And the more you harbor guilt and resentment and contempt towards yourself and towards other people, the more you essentially clog up and create this kind of gunk in your energetic field and this clusterfuck that is really holding you back, and it will manifest into physical disease. There is so much more subliminal programming and messaging in our cultural and media content than you even think, actually. So detachment, awareness, and critical thinking is so important. Pay attention to social conditioning and programming from education systems, from religious systems, from cultural norms, from anything in the media that you consume, from basically anything and everything around you. Just take a step back and have a moment of introspection and reflection on what makes sense, what the narrative is that's being pushed, and how that's affecting you. It's way more powerful than we all would like to think and believe, and it can get real dark. So pay attention to whatever you're consuming and whatever messages are coming through, whether they seem to be overt messages or maybe subconscious messages. Do not underestimate the power of fear, the power of what you choose to believe, the power of your mind, and the power of what you choose to focus on. Your awareness, your conscious awareness, and your intentions are so monumentally important when it comes to transforming your life. So don't underestimate how powerful your mind is, how powerful your beliefs are, your internal dialogue, what you choose to believe, what you choose to follow, what you choose to be conditioned with, the habits that you choose, the way that it impacts your thoughts is everything.